So, this will be my first ever moto vlog on the bike. Riding the new 2015 Beta 350 EFI. She's a lot of fun. I just got my new seat in the mail yesterday from Seat Concepts. It's 1 inch lower and with a wider pan, because the stock seat that comes with this is really rigid. It's kind of square, it's got sharp edges, and it's really just a pain in the ass. So I got the new seat. Boy, is that a lot more comfortable now. Just wired up the GoPro yesterday. This is the Hero 4 Silver. Right now I'm just shooting in 30p. But, sorry, 30 frames per second at 1080p. And I'm about to go do a little grocery shopping. That's right, grocery shopping on a dirt bike. Earlier today I tried to make a video, but it seemed like my audio cut out for reasons unknown. Had it all plugged in, I thought everything was skookum. Had it all tested last night, and it failed. I don't know why. Just gave a little test before I left here, and it seems to be working now, so this is kind of like officially the sound test. I'm using the lavalier mic that came with the GoPro. It comes with it's on a 3.5mm jack, but it comes with a converter from 3.5 to USB, a mini USB that goes into the GoPro. So, and about a 5-foot cord on it, which sucks, but all I did was sort of run the cord through my helmet a bunch underneath all the padding until I ran out of cord. Now I've got it sitting underneath the right cheek pad. I had it sticking out originally a little forward, but I was finding it was a little painful when I tried to take the helmet off. It was kind of scratching on my face a bit, so I found a nice little spot underneath the cheek pad. I put it under there, and well, on preliminary testing it sounded pretty good, but today we're going to find out what it sounds like with the noise. Got the motor running, the wind blasting in my face. Yep. We're going to stop by the Source and see if I can't pick up another GoPro mount, one that sits a little higher on the helmet, because this is one that probably sits about 3/4 of an inch lower than I'd like it to. So I'm going to go see if I can get the actual GoPro mount. Historically, all the times I've gone there, they've never had the specific mounts that I'm looking for. Or at least not just the mount. They always seem to sell it as a package with all the extra attachments and shit that I don't want. But I'm going to check again today, and maybe I'll just order one. Keep trying to go to Valhalla Pure over there and get myself a 3-liter bladder bag in my backpack, but seems like they've been out for quite a while now. Alright. Kickstand. Okay. Looks like I got the mount I was looking for. Had to buy a whole package of accessories, cost 25 bucks, but yeah, got what I was looking for. I guess I'm not going that way. go buy a giant sandwich. This is where I get my lunch subs. Nothing like a 1.5 foot long sandwich. Maybe I'll pull in where that guy's leaving from. Perfect. Yeah. That's right, don't touch my bike. Oh. Oh. Third time's the charm. See, look at the new seat. Much wider butt area. So much gooder. That's the chief. The Squamish chief. Oh yeah. Well, done with the shopping. Got my big sandwich in the backpack. Now, guess I'll make my way home. Gotta watch out in parking lots, man. People are out to kill you. Oh, I wish I had a buddy to go riding with, man. Currently, I just ride by myself. All my buddies used to be into dirt bikes. But now one of my buddies only has a quad. It's a cool quad, Grizzly 750. And he'd rather keep that than get a bike because it's better for hunting, and that makes sense. I mean, part of the reason I bought this is a 4-stroke. It's because I want to go hunting. I want something a little quieter. That looks like Mr. K right behind me. My old high school teacher. He's quite the activist. Oh yeah, he's right up there with Mr. Suzuki. You know, he's all, I hate LNG. So do I, actually. What am I saying? I agree with him. LNG, we don't need no LNG in this town. It's actually a point of serious contention here. Powers that be want to put LNG. Look up there, up at the top left. You can see the kind of a brown spot up there. Yeah, well that's where, and the rock fall down below it. That pile of rubble there. Yeah, that's where like a giant rock the size of a house broke off. It's pretty intense, man. I heard it boom because I live up here in Valley Cliff. I heard the boom. My apartment kind of rattled, and at the same time a big gust of wind blew the curtains in, and I went, holy shit, what was that? Is ISIS in Squamish? So I had to stop and check it out. Run outside to see what's going on. I didn't see nothing. Ran over to the bathroom window, which ironically faces the chief, and I didn't even notice. And then I found out later that day a big chunk of rock fell off. Yeah, they had that closed for about 2 weeks. It's a big climbing area. All the climbers were having to wait, go back, while professionals went up there and scaled the rocks, knocked off all the loose debris. And the day they were doing that made it sound like a war zone. It was intense, man. Well, let's go exploring a little bit here. I'm going to take you to a little trail up here in the Smoke Bluffs where people are giving me shit all the time for riding my dirt bike. For some reason the climbers up here don't like to share trails, so oh, those guys are smoking weed. Yeah, so the climbers, they don't like to share very much, man. This town, most of the trail network that's here, which is a huge trail network, it's absolutely immense, and it's continually getting bigger and bigger. But originally, most of the trails in this town were founded by dirt bikers like me, man. Like me and like you. Guys who literally set out in the woods with a machete and a garbage bag and a rake and said, let's make this place awesome. They started carving out trails all over Squamish and everything. And a few years after that, the mountain bikers started to come to Squamish, realizing exactly what kind of paradise this is. It's an excellent place to go riding. And they took over fucking most of the trails. They started complaining about, oh, dirt bikers are on the trails. And they started this thing called SORCA or whatever. And I guess SORCA now is the trail management system in this town. They're like the government for trails. And I guess they control all the trails that get made in this town now, and all the ones that used to be made. Now dirt bikers aren't allowed on most of the trails that they created. They've been pushed further and further back for years. And then, ironically, and here's the spot. Now, I know a lot of climbers like this. Obviously, it's clear why. They like to climb. They seem to hate. A lot of haters here. They go, oh, fucking dirt bikers, not allowed to have dirt bikes up here, waving their fingers at you and telling you, oh, you know better than to be here. I say, well, you know what? All the trails in this town that have no motorized vehicle access clearly indicate that. Like on this sign, no indication. It does not say no dirt bike access. Or on that one. Just the other day, I was coming up this little spot of the trail right here, and a lady decides to, she checks out the plate on the back of my bike, starts making a phone call and telling me I'm not allowed to be here and all the trails aren't labeled and you know, stuff like that. I'm like, well, I mean, if you look, the trails are clearly labeled. None of them say I can't be here. I mean, it's called sharing. And I mean, this is about the speed I ride down here. You know, I go slow. I don't chew it up. I don't spin the wheels. When I see people coming, I pull over and shut off the motor. Everybody here likes to walk their dog off a leash. The lady was giving me shit that day. She's walking her dog without a leash. And this trail is clearly marked as an on-leash only area. So, she calls the cops on me, or some shit like that. I can only presume that's what she did. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, after about the end of the day came along, I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe if I ever hear from those cops, I'll just call them. I'll tell them that she's walking her dog without a leash. She'll come up here with a camera one day and take some pictures. Maybe get her in the act. Call animal control. That's right. Be like, lady, you're walking your dog off the leash. This is not a leash area only. You have to restrain your dog. Keep your dog away from me. I feel threatened. I'm calling animal control. See how she likes that? Yeah. You know, I can't believe people give me shit for that, you know, like, and there's no sign here that says no motorized vehicle access either, you know. I mean, when this whole Valley Cliff only has one road into it. And when it flooded out, that was the road that everybody took to get in and out. Well, one of the other little trails that I like to take is this one right here. Now, I do occasionally see people walking here too, so I try not to go too fast. I want to take it easy. In case I see somebody, then I can pull over and give them the right of way. You know, that's how you... That's called sharing. Okay, because not every dirt biker's an asshole. Just because I'm here doesn't make me an asshole. Although I am. That I will admit. I'm a total asshole. No arguments there. Oh, it'd be so fun to rip down here real fast. But it's just blind. Lots of people walking here. Going up's a lot more fun though. A little RC track for your RCs. Could almost do a few jumps in there, eh? If only my bike was about 10 times smaller. Just come here one day while they're doing the race. Woo! Popped over a little bit of a route there. Oh, I'm getting awful close to my home here. Somebody's gonna figure out where I live. Maybe I'd better cut the video now so you guys don't know where to find my bike. I wouldn't want you guys to do that. And cut. Did I cut? I'm not even sure if I cut or not. Oh, I'm a little low on fuel. I better top her up. Jeez. Premium fuel only. Must be high octane because this bitch do not like cheap gas on the low. You go slow on the cheap gas on this bike and she give you problems. She go clunk, 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 knock, knock, knock. Look at that, 300 kilometers. Yeah, 300 kilometers. Brand spanking new, baby. I sort of pushed my first one. Wheelie time. Wheelie time. I gotta work on that. I'm kind of new to wheelies. As you can see, I cannot even control them. Maybe it's because I'm leaning forward. Shouldn't be doing that.